Phasmophobia Apocalypse update is out very soon. We finally got the patch notes for this update, and in this video we're gonna read through all of it. I will get access to this update in about an hour, but keep in mind for the general public this update is gonna be available on September 27th. I'm going to be streaming this update live on Twitch up until release. So make sure to join me over at Twitch for all the signs and challenges. It's going to be a lot of fun. Link is in the description down below. But let's not waste any more time. Let's hop right into the patch notes. Alright guys, here we go. The Phasmophobia Apocalypse update. With the custom difficulty, we'd like to invite you to participate in the Apocalypse Challenge. The 3 players who complete this challenge with the highest multiplier will earn their name in the game. So go ahead, guys. Did you hear that? So you have to go for the hardest difficulty. On a trophy for everyone to see. That's really cool. To enter the competition, complete the following. Start recording or streaming Phasmophobia. In single player, crank up the reward multiplier to 15 times or higher. Enter Sunny Meadows Mental Institution, complete all 4 objectives successfully, and take a ghost photo. Scroll through all the post-game stats screens for us to see. Finally, submit the game's recording or Steam VOD to blah blah blah, right? To Modmail actually at the Phasmophobia Discord for us to review. So, guys, there you have right at the beginning a competition for you. I hope you're gonna go for that. So let's actually see the custom difficulty change, right? A new difficulty where you can create your own games, modify existing difficulties, or create your own, come up with crazy challenges, or just have fun. Each option is tied to a reward multiplier, so you can still earn money and XP from your custom games. Right, we have custom difficulties for player sanity pill restoration amount. We can change sanity, starting sanity, that's cool. Sanity drain speed multiplier, that is actually really cool. I can't wait for that. Sprinting use allowance, sprint recharge time, sprint duration, flashlights being broken, I love that one. Losing items on death toggle. That is actually good for testing, right? I think it's you can still just quit the game and get out of it, probably, to not lose items. Maybe they fixed that, who knows. Player speed multiplier as well. All right, these were the player stats we had. Now let's have a look at the ghost stats we can change. Number of evidence given, so we can do a 0 evidence run. Chance of changing favorite room, we can increase or decrease. Interaction amount, event frequency, hunt duration. Can we make like a 24-hour hunt? Be heavy. Grace period duration, fingerprint chance. That's interesting that we can set that as well. Fingerprint duration, disable hunts as well. So for everyone that doesn't like hunts, there we go. You can disable it. GG. Roaming frequency, ghost speed multiplier, and kills extending hunts you can also change. I'm sorry, I skipped that one. So these are the ghost stats we can change. A lot of stats. It's pretty cool. Contract setup time, weather, number of doors starting open, amount of hiding places. That's cool. Sanity monitor state, activity monitor state, Fusebox map visibility, Fusebox starting state, curse possessions quantity, which is really cool, and curse possessions choices. So you can set your own curse possessions technically, right? And then maybe get all curse possessions in there. Maybe there's something happening with all possessions, who knows? We will see. You can save up to 3 custom difficulty presets in the main menu, which is pretty cool. So you can basically have your own challenges ready at the go, which is awesome. So we have a new location, right? New locations, I must say. We have Sunny Meadows Mental Institution. We already knew that. right, from the trailer. The asylum has been completely recreated from the ground up, featuring more distinctive room designs. A morgue, a hospital wing, a courtyard, and experimental area. Be warned, the ghost will lock each wing's main door when it hunts. Excuse me? So we are trapped in a wing when it's hunting? Are you kidding me? So prepare an escape route while you're safe. That's gonna be interesting. This is actually gonna be really interesting. So we are basically fucked if you're not having a safe route ready. Interesting. I wonder how this looks like, whatever. Sunny Meadows, mental institution restricted. Sunny Meadows is not only a large location, but 5 small locations in one. The new location selection board allows you to vote to place a smaller, more restricted version of the asylum. Each time you enter, you will be given a random section to investigate, with the other sections blocked off or locked. This should help those who prefer playing smaller maps and offer some variety each time you play. So I wonder if you can also simply select them, not only random, but we will see, right? If it's always random, or we can also select the certain parts, that would be cool. And we also have Camp Woodwind. That's a small version of Maple Lodge campsite, featuring a brand new layout and much fewer rooms. Perfect for those looking for a quick outdoor retreat. Unlocked at level 19. I think I have that unlocked then. And we have ghost types changes, apparently. With the current system, often when a ghost interacts or throws an object, it barely moves. To remedy this, we've reworked how the ghost's throw works to make sure it's impactful, noticeable, and more exciting each time. Some ghosts have had their abilities and traits tweaked. Interesting. That is really cool that they are doing that. All ghosts, all hunting and event sound effects volume will now drop to 0% when at least 20 meters away, instead of just being quiet. Cool. This is cool. This should also make the miling strength more noticeable. Oh, wait. That is interesting. You can... I mean, the miling was actually really hard with the footstep change that they made. The miling was really hard to figure out, right? Because of basically it makes the footsteps of the surface they're walking on. It was really hard, especially on campsite. It was really hard to hear those footsteps. Hopefully, this is going to make it easier to hear. The singing sound effect by the music box playing will now drop to 0% volume when over 20 meters away. Also cool. Nice. Throws now have a minimum throw power to avoid small throws. Wait, why is the stuff... I thought I actually had the spoilered version. This is the spoilered version. Are you kidding me? Throws have now a minimum throw power to avoid small throws. Well, hold on a second. Do we have like another... Is this here the better version? Oh, he missed. He had it the other way around. The spoilered version is actually not the spoilered version. But okay. Okay, interesting. So here we go. Throws have a minimum throw power to avoid small throws. 1 to 3 power, previously 0.1 to 2.3. That is actually a huge increase. Holy shit. Objects are now thrown higher, resulting in much more consistent throws. Also cool. During hunts, objects are thrown more often. That is also nice. 50% chance to throw an object in range every 0.5 seconds. Poltergeist, 100% chance to throw an object in range every 0.5 seconds. Cool. So it's much more noticeable with the Poltergeist, but also more noticeable with other ghosts. That's cool. Poltergeist. The Oni superpower has been moved to the Poltergeist, as it is more thematic. Are you kidding? What? Wait, what is the Oni gaining? 2 to 6 power, previously 0 to 5 power. Okay. So what is the Oni receiving then? Oni has received additional traits. Oni will now drain double the sanity of a normal ghost during ghost events. So that's interesting. I wonder where it's actually going to drain that. If it's like, I think it's probably the 10% is being doubled to 20% then, I would assume. Most likely. Or if it's actually the passive sanity drain while you're in line of sight. I don't know if they removed that. They didn't specify this here. We will test that though, right? Oni can now be seen for longer periods when flickering. Oh, they are flickering like a ton then. That's interesting. It's like the opposite of the Phantom. I like that. That's cool. The Demon. The Demon's rare ability to hunt above 50... about what? The Demon's rare ability to hunt above 70% will now happen more reliably. Yeah, that was a real rare thing to happen with the Demon. That's cool that they changed that. Jinn. The Jinn's sanity drain ability has received adjustments. The ability will now trigger if you are in the same room or within 3 meters of the ghost. Cool. So that is cool. We are getting that more often then. The ability will now create EMF at the fuse box if any player is drained, not just the host. So there was a bug with that as well. Interesting. I'm a bit bummed that they didn't change the Obake or the Goryo, because especially now where we can actually reduce the evidence to 0 evidence, there's no change in Obake and Goryos. We cannot distinguish them really, right? I wish they would add something to the Obake, but they didn't apparently. Hopefully they do in the future. All right. We have a new reporting player system, so no more trolls. Through the in-game journal, players can now report others who they believe are breaking the terms of service. Player reports will be reviewed by our team and punished accordingly, depending on the offense. Bans are progressive and increase in duration for multiple offenses. Some offenses may start further in the chain than others. 2 days, 7 days, 30 days, and permanent. You may also be banned from abusing a reporting system, like spamming reporting players. Ooh, you cannot even spam report players. To report a player, open the new recent players tab in the journal and click on the report icon next to that player's name. If banned, you will still be able to play single player games, or at least you can do that. New, right? Due to paranormal entities appearing in our base of operations, Ghost Hunting Distribution has moved everyone into a new office. A warehouse has been converted with a shop, new investigation boards, access to the truck, and a staff room. If we could find the key. So we need to find the key for the staff room. Are you kidding me? But we have access to the truck. That's cool. That's interesting. Player ID cards have been added, right? We're gonna have a look-see in the game what they're gonna look like now. A detailed statistics page has been added to the post-game screen, which is pretty cool. A long-term stat tracking page has been added to the journal for various player and ghost stats. That's also cool. You will now connect to the last region. You were, instead of connecting to your best ping region. Oh, thank you so much for that. That is cool. The journal is now usable in the main menu. Yes. So I don't have to open a game anymore to take a screenshot. Good for me. Steam users can now view and add friends through the new recent players journal tab. Cool. Weekly challenges have been added. More will be added with the progression update. Cool. I never used them, but it's cool that they do that for players that use those. Shortcut buttons have been added to jump between the location selection menu and shop screens. Additionally, you can use the keyboard arrows to navigate for navigation. Cool. The whiteboard in the truck has been replaced with a progressively updating investigation board. Interesting. New collectible cabinets have been added to the lobby. Try to fill them both. The first time you use a cursed possession, it will be added to your collection. Collecting each type of bone will add it to your collection. Some need to be collected twice. More collectibles will be added closer to the full release of the game. Oh, that's cool. So we have like lockers, or yeah, we have like cabinets where we will see the collectibles. That's cool. The shop has been moved to a separate computer in the lobby. Cool. Players can now create loadouts for their equipment. Additional loadouts will be added with the progression update, so it's going to be later. You can now view daily and weekly challenges in the truck. Equipment items are now placeable back onto the truck's equipment wall. You can now take photos of new interactions to gain extra rewards. Dots Ghost, used crucifix, the salt pile, and ghost riding will now display as ghost riding instead of interaction. Cool. So wait, you mean if I can snap a picture of a Dots Ghost? Are you kidding me? Holy shit, you need to be super fast doing that. Alright, when the ghost attempts to hunt bodies blocked by a crucifix, it now creates an EMF2 reading. Cool. Added a house candle to Grafton. Wait, added a house candle to Grafton, so we just have a candle? I don't understand. Arabic has now text and voice recognition support. VR players will now see a loading screen to help with loading jitters. Save files will now create a backup and automatically restore if they corrupt. Changes. Controls for equipment have changed to become consistent. If an object is placeable, it will always use the secondary button F. If an object is usable, it will always be the primary button, default right mouse. Okay, cool. This means that smudge sticks are now used with right mouse. Don't forget that. Very, very important, guys. I'm probably gonna die a lot due to that until I get accustomed to it. Interesting. Collecting the bone will now grant more rewards when playing on larger maps. Large map, you get $30, medium $20, and small $10. Cool. The photo point system has been removed. Instead, players will receive a set amount of money and XP for per photo they take. This allowed us to even out the rewards for photos, so that getting a certain ghost type won't become a feels bad moment for what photos you can take. That's cool. $5 3 star, $2 2 star, $1 1 star. Dead body interaction, fingerprints, footsteps, cursed possessions, soul pile, stepped in, Dots Ghost. That's cool that they added that. Ghost riding, $10 3 star, $5 2 star, and $2 1 star. Used crucifix, dirty water, and bone. Cool. And we get $20 for a 3 star, $10 for a 2 star, and $5 for a 1 star for a photo of the ghost. Cool. Photos are no longer affected by the difficulty multiplier, but with these changes, you'll be getting more money than before. Cool. Nice. I like that change. The photo priority system has been improved. Items are scored by distance on how close they are to the middle of the photo. The top scoring item will give rewards. Ghosts will always take priority over the other items. Cool. The reliability of the system has been improved overall. Nice. This also means that you will always get interaction photos before fingerprints photos get those UV lights back out. Oh. The placement highlight. So they really want to get you to use the UV lights again. Just to go back to that, because right now it's basically you can just take photos of doors. It's always right. It's a bit funny, but it's nice that they're changing that a little bit, right? Not completely removing it, but changing it a little bit. The placement highlight mechanic has been reworked. You will only see the highlight when holding down your designated placement key, PCF, on VR its trigger, and release to place. Okay, why? Moving the mouse left, right, whilst the key is held, will rotate the highlighted object. Oh, you can rotate it now. That's probably why. You can now place and rotate the tripod. Cool. Various equipment placeable areas have been adjusted. Nice. The Fusebox received a new design when in-house and farmhouse locations. Cool. Sanity drain for hide and seek is now 0%. Also good. The key in the truck has been moved to hang next to the keypad instead of the desk. Wait, is it closer to the exit door then? That would be cool, because that's always annoyed me. That is actually a nice if it's closer to the door. It's moved to hang next to the door. I'm an idiot. I should read. That is amazing. I was actually once in a stream. I said, "God dang it! Why is it not hanging next to the door? I always have to." It's so you're losing always time, right? It's so BS. But that's nice that they're changing that. Increased rewards for all daily challenges. Increased the rewards for a dirty water photo to the same reward as the fingerprints. Nice. Because dirty water was actually so hard to get. So it's good that they're doing that. Rewards for playing on medium and large maps has been increased. Cool. Yeah, you can now view 10 photos in the lobby room. Increased from 6 from your previous game. To improve performance, objects will no longer render when behind closed doors. Interesting. Adjusted the visuals of skyboxes for each weather, so they are more realistic. Hopefully also a higher resolution, because they were very pixelated. That is a nice change. Improve the heavy rain and snow effects and performance. Cool. The main menu options screen has been removed and is now accessible only in the journal. Added screen-spaced reflections to the journal options. Cool. Some locations have been renamed. What? Don't make me lose my Tanglewood. When dead, players can now see doors, but walk through them. Oh, they can now see doors. That's cool. That's actually a good change. The volume of the guitar being played and camping stove toggle has been lowered. Yeah, that was really loud. Ghosts will no longer see you through the trees by the cabin in Maple Lodge campsite. Thank you very much for that change. That was so I reported that. That was actually that was the worst thing ever, because there was also a hiding spot by the cabin with a few boxes, and if you were hiding there, it was always death. The ghost was able to see you. The ghost was able to accelerate to you. It was just a death trap, you know. I'm so glad. It will make the campsite much more playable, I would say. Oh. Because the ghosts were always... Oh, there. Thank you for the follow. The ghosts were always so quickly there. That's interesting. Okay. Here we go. Ghosts can no longer set the Ghosts can no longer set these rooms as its favorites in Maple Lodge campsite. Entrance, central path, north path, northeast path, picnic area. Oh, they're making it easier all the way. They're making everything easier with the campsite. So basically they're removing hallway ghosts for campsite. The same as they did with the asylum. That is nice. I love that change. Rebaked occlusion in Maple Lodge campsite, which may improve performance. Cool. The journal default button on gamepad is now select instead of D-pad up. Room names for sound sensors will now be in the room they are placed in instead of the room they were standing when you placed it, okay? Candles will now extinguish when placed into your inventory. No, come on! No! Ghosts now use the sprinting footstep sound when hunting on dirt floors. Why? It's gonna make everything harder again. What are you doing? Reduced RAM usage for fonts. This is significant in languages with many characters. Adjusted several lights bloom values. Cool. Adjusted campfire particles and bloom. Cool. All right, we have some. What am I doing? We have some fixes as well. Fixed long distance roams. Chances now 30% when wandering, so high, 20% when wandering, medium and low 10% when wandering. Fix the ghost changing rooms chance, for example. If a ghost long roams and ends up in a new room, do a chance check. Low is 33%, medium is 66%, high is 100%. Cool. Then do a check based on insanity. 30% sanity equals 70%. If successful, for both chances, change favorite room. Cool. So Gorio changes. Gorio will now have half the chance of other ghosts to long roam instead of double. Nice. Wait, they had double the chance? So it had more chance to long roam, or what are you talking about? We had some insane Gorios that roamed like crazy. Myling will now decrease the audible range of its hunt audio instead of only footsteps. So wait, you cannot hear the singing or whatever it's doing right now. That is actually a cool change. It's probably gonna make the Myling way too obvious now, though. Not sure. If you have less than 16% sanity when lighting the summoning circle, the ghosts will now hunt instantly after being summoned. So we need to be very careful with the summoning circle. Holy shit. Okay, that is you have to run very quickly, guys. When the summoning circle is lit, the ghost's position will now sync faster for non-hosts. Alright, that was a bug. Fingerprints on camping lamps will now be the correct size. Cool. You can no longer place objects on the truck ceiling. Oh, come on. Fixed the rare issue where the voice recognition would not work due to an empty voice models file. Okay. Interesting. Picked up a tripod with a camcorder attached by someone else will no longer break the camcorder. Cool. You are no longer unkillable when hiding under stairs or similar objects in some locations. Okay. It's okay. The hiding spot next to the cabin will no longer get you killed. So that's because of that tree change that they did. Grafton's upstairs locker can be blocked. So that one was always open, so now it can be blocked. Bleasdale's workshop locker can now be blocked as well. Okay. That one was also always open. Having Alt as your push to talk button will no longer keep your voice active after Alt tabbing. Very nice. I made a video about this. because I was always getting killed by this bug, and I'm so glad they fixed that, so I can have my Alt key as a push to talk button again. That is so nice. I think if you had the tap button, it was also a problem. Not sure if they fixed that as well, but we'll see, right? The toilets upstairs in Edgefield now flush. Hallelujah! Ghosts will no longer affect the living room collider when standing on the basement stairs in Tenwood. Interesting. You can no longer glitch behind small tents to access safe objects. Why? The mayor. I'll do safe spots, I'm sorry. Safe spot. Oh yeah. I thought they didn't fix that, but I did actually. The mayor will no longer stop attempting to do light switch ability after use the light switch several times. Wait, okay. So they added like a mechanic to stop that. So you cannot spam the light switches, and then now they removed it again because it was probably bugged. You couldn't get it anymore, right? Hopefully we will see that ability now more because it was really extremely rare. Doors will no longer spin when closed for a hunt. Interesting. So that was cool. All right, guys, that were the patch notes. I'm very excited to play this. When this video goes live, I'm probably going to be live over at Twitch. Psychohypnotic is my name there. Click the link in the description down below or with the pinned comment. I would love to see you there. We're going to be live all day doing science there, right? And enjoying the new patch. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Oh, all these patrons. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. Mwah. Big schmouts.